Just likes what he sees and then focuses on the road ahead. Please look forward. That's where you need to. 4Ks to go. It'll be the 3 banner before you know it. Now, we said he needed an advantage of about 7 seconds to make it stick. I believe he's going to do it. Tony Martin, absolutely amazing. He's hitting the flatter section right now, so he's off the descent essentially. There's a little bit more to go. There's a kick, and then it's back down again with 2 remaining. My life, what a way to open up your account at Katusha.
This is an absolutely thrilling finale to this stage of the Tour of Valencia. The 4 times world time trial champion is out in front, went over the top, used his skill, combined that with the power that he has. He's now opening up a gap. We've got 5 riders in between, then a big gap to the rest of the bunch, which is spread all down this climb. Can he hold on? He certainly has the power to do so. Will luck be on his side?
Big moment coming up right now. It's not here, it's on the roundabout that's about to beckon at the bottom of this hill. You can see that the rain, the road is still very wet here, and it was the moment that a little bit earlier on you saw Cyril Gauthier on his own looking a bit shaky. Now there are 6 chasers at the moment, but what's the gap? We'll just have to pick something out for you road furniture wise. Maybe you can do it at home, but the chase down is happening right now. And is it Van Mark who's on a push here? I can't quite see it. No, I don't think it is. It looks like it's not Campanets, is it? 4K's out.
Quintana's there.
Quintana most definitely is there, and here most definitely is Tony Martin. Now the thing is, you've got to catch Tony Martin. Doesn't matter how narrow the gap is, and here's the roundabouts, a series of them that we're going to have to worry about, and so is he, but likewise those behind him too. He's a great bike handler, he knows how to get his head down, he's a mighty engine, and he can win this.
Well, this section of road will suit him down to the ground. He's got his head down, gets very aero, but more importantly is putting an immense amount of power through this bike, catching up the leading cars, gets into that aerodynamic tuck. His gap now hovering at around 3 or 4 seconds from the group behind. 6 riders there. Nara Quintana in the mix. I think Dan Martin is there, the Irishman riding in the blue of Quick Step Floors. But look at the speed of Tony Martin as he approaches the Esplanade to the run to the finish.
Yes, it is. It'll hook round the road to this Esplanade, and then he will have a little roundabout to deal with. You can see we've still got a little bit of altitude to lose. No, in fact, we haven't. We're there. We're on the flat, good and proper. Clock's out. It's about 1.8 kilometers to go. He can make this count. As soon as he hits the Flamme Rouge, he's going to start to believe. Right now, he needs to forget about looking behind himself and just keep the nose in the wind. That's exactly what he's doing, using every bit of it. Now, Tony Martin, at a moment such as this, it's a question of whether you can catch him. I think this is the race for runners-up spot as we are right now.
It is. They don't seem like they're really pressing on. I mean, I think one of the riders there is Peter Weening on the back for Roompot. He's not assisting with the chase. Astana now goes to the front. It looks like it could be Cataldo from Astana. No confirmation, but meanwhile, out in front, it is the world TT champion doing what he does best.
Absolutely. Once the bit is between his teeth, and we've seen very narrowest of margins. I've seen Tony Martin on a lone run lead a race, a stage race, by about a couple of minutes. The gap has come down to about 7 seconds, and then just pushes away. Well, right now he's got to push on for 1 kilometre. He's not going to get caught. It may be a narrow margin, but frankly, there are no sprinters involved behind him, and I'm afraid Tony Martin has blown everybody out of the water. What a remarkable performance. He's bringing it home.
Power, skill, descending prowess, he has got it all. He's just got to make sure he gets round this final 90-degree left-hander, then the victory is his.
Here we go then, just coming through one of the, past Helly Hansen. Free ad for them. There's the roundabout that I was worried about, and these guys are looking at each other and cursing, I'll be bound, because they know that they haven't worked together properly. This man, everything has worked absolutely beautifully. Now this is bonus seconds that Quintana's after here. 4 hours and 44 in the saddle, and everyone else starting to worry about it. No worries for Tony Martin. What a performance that was. Straight over, went on the attack. We predicted it may well happen. Well, he listened to the prediction, and more than that, he's turned it into reality. Tony Martin is never going to get caught when he's in a situation such as this. No matter how narrow the gap, he can hold it and bring it all the way home. What a phenomenal victory, and what a way to introduce himself to his new team. Katusha Alpecin will love the fact that Tony Martin has chalked up a victory here today. Absolutely outstanding. Well, it's the race on, but goodness me, Tony Martin has wrapped this up. Roompot worked very, very hard out there. And across the line they come.
That was a Pim Lichthart who just got a great second place there for Roompot. The bunch behind being led by Greg van Avermaet and Philippe Gilbert.
Well, we expected them potentially to be dicing it out for victory. Gilbert at the end just thought, well, why push for that extra bit? No more, of course, time bonuses in the offing. But Tony Martin, what a hero. Minute 52 down at the top of the day. He'll find some time back today, including a 10-second bonus. Well, I've got to say, I told you so.
That was an absolute thriller, wasn't it? I mean, you did predict Tony Martin, or was he a cheeky side bet for you?
No. Just at the top of the day, if he gets over the top.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
he's going to go for it. My life. Fantastic day today, and what a great win. I do like to see Tony Martin make it count. So often we've seen his hopes shattered within the last 300 metres, haven't we?
Well, it was an interesting move, I think, in the off-season. Many people, I think there was a few raised eyebrows when he moved across to Katusha Alpecin, but what a way to open your account. A fine victory. We know once he opens up a little bit of a gap, he's almost impossible to bring back. But what impressed me was the panache, the style, the verve and the skill of that descent. Opened up the gap and then basically brought it home along the finale. He looks absolutely delighted there, kisses his jersey. Win number 1 on the board for Tony Martin.
Welcome to Katusha, Tony. Wow. What a great day. Well, we said this was going to be for the baroudeurs. I wonder what that is in Spanish. Anyway. Tomorrow we're going to Rioja. That's going to be a sprinters day, and I imagine Mr. Bouhanni is going to have his fun. There'll be others to try and stop him, naturally. Mr. Coquard wants French bragging rights. Nacer goes quickly. You never know. Somebody like Philippe Gilbert even might do a cheeky one. We'll wait and see. But it looks like this race, every single day, is going to have some excitement about it. It's why we love Valencia.
Definitely, it's since its re-inception last year. It was a joy of a race to commentate on. What an exciting team time trial yesterday, of course, but what an exciting finale that was today. Brilliant bike racing.
Absolutely outstanding. Denia, thank you very much. What a fantastic finale we have had here. Tomorrow we go from Riba to Rioja. Not Rioja, there seems to be an I missing there, but it's Rioja. Then we go to Lucena on Saturday. That's the big kick up to Mas de la Costa. And then we have the day potentially in the wind. We'll see. Apparently wind could be a big issue tomorrow. We've got a weather front moving in. As it moves away, then the wind that circulates around such depressions can, of course, cause havoc. So we'll see whether that's the case on our run to Rioja tomorrow. When we get to Lucena and the Mas de la Costa, that's going to be a day where the mountain goats take control. And it might be that Quintana, who will be energized by his performance today, suddenly starts to strut his stuff up Lucena, because it may not be as long a climb as he would have liked. It's a bit punchy for him. More of a Valverde kind of thing. He's not here, but Quintana most certainly is. If he's in the spirit, it will rise. Definitely.
Well, he was riding really well there, descending well. Looked to becoming another rider that impressed me there was David de la Cruz. But I was just looking back amongst the riders who finished way back, and defending champion that I spotted in the group, 59 seconds behind our Wednesday Tony Martin, was Wout Poels. Clearly had a bit of a problem. I don't know if that was on the descent or the climb itself. He was in the orange jersey leading the combination classification. He came across the line and said 59 seconds in arrears. So Quintana's taken back a fair bit of time on the defending champion.
Well, he needed to, and he did. This man could have done with a victory. I'm sure his team as well would have been expecting a couple throughout the season. Maybe not on this particular day, but well, looking at the terrain, we thought it may well be a launch pad for the Brave, and if anyone's got a modest gap and is able to hold it, it's this man, and he did.
It certainly was, but I think it was the way that he established the gap. It wasn't about raw power, it was about skill. It was about just taking a few measured risks. He stayed upright, he chose a great line, and nobody could match him. And then, of course, when they hit the flat, that's when he turned on the turbo booster and just opened up that gap, and nothing these riders could do behind. But an interesting composition of that group behind, but even their combined attempts could do nothing to combat a powerful Tony Martin on the day.
Well, this was the skirmish raging on behind, as you can see. Great to see that Quintana is well and truly up for this. He had a slow start last year, anything but this time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of racing still to do, and it was he's taken a few seconds out of some of the riders that will be considered threats on the overall classification. So I think a very, very good day for Quintana. Now, a real glimpse of his condition, and also how he is mentally as well. He's clearly very, very determined and was happy to attack in the finale today.
Tony Martin, you beauty. Well, you can't call him handsome. He's got a face a mother could love. However, that was as handsome a victory as you're likely to see.
It certainly was. Value for money, all round. Great fun, exciting, thrilling, absolutely delightful.